morning, everyone. This is Mitch with SC Weather. Hope y'all been having a good weekend. I'm here to tell you fall weather is about to return and return for a while. Before we get going, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, much appreciated. If you do, and hit that subscribe button. Growth has been incredibly slow, and there's just not a lot to talk about, but that's okay. It's good that we can have slow weather sometimes, because normally slow weather means there's nothing dangerous or damaging happen in the weather world, so that's definitely good. So let's get into this. So this is dew points, and this is today. Dew points, as I've mentioned before, is a good indicator of a pattern change or what pattern we have in place. So you have this sharp line right here with 60s, if you can see that. Dew points, that's pretty humid conditions, and then you have right behind this little sharp cutoff, dew points in the 40s and 30s. So to me, that signifies a sharp cold front, and that is what it is. So today, temperatures will rise, and humidity will be on the rise a little bit. Nothing like we saw last week, but you will notice it's not as crisp today as it was yesterday, Saturday. So, but check it out, that cold front as we get into this evening is on the move, and it clears the area later this evening, and you will notice it, and we'll talk about this in a minute. The winds will start howling this afternoon and evening ahead of this cold front. But check it out, dew points in the 60s. And these are dew points. That's pretty humid air, but look at the sharp cutoff as dry, more crisp fall-like air surges into the area, and bang, we're in a fall-like pattern. I tell you what, later this week's gonna get downright chilly. For the foreseeable future, really, this looks like it has some long-lasting power to it. But and we're getting into Wednesday, we're getting into Thursday, and low dew points are still in place, and it begins to erode a little bit. And do we have a reinforcing cold front? Probably. But even as we get into next Monday, we still have some pretty it still feels good out there, but we're starting to get in the la-la land out here where it's not as accurate. But let's check out the NAM here, and what I want to show you is the small chance of showers today. And here it is. You can tell it's associated with this cold front, and we're not going to have a line of storms or anything. I think up here in Virginia, we will need to watch out for maybe some isolated stronger storms associated with this line. But here in South Carolina, North Carolina, I just think that there might be, in North Carolina, there's some storms along this line may get going, maybe, but we'll see. But I think we just run a risk of a thin line of showers that moves through the area later this evening into tonight, associated with the cold front. Not a big deal at all. You look at temperatures, and this is the GFS. So today, temperatures will surge into the 70s, upper 70s. For warm weather lovers, this will be a good day. It's not going to be bad out there, but temperatures will basically surge and skyrocket before the cold front. Look at Florida baking in the 80s and near 90 degrees. But you can see where the cold front moves through, and today, some areas might hit 80 degrees here in South Carolina, but by the time you wake up Monday morning, some people will be in the 30s and definitely in the 40s, almost statewide, for temperatures. Check out the mountains below freezing. So this is a pretty good cold front, and then we get into Monday. Temperatures, it's just a beautiful fall day. It's downright chilly. Temperatures only getting into the 60s statewide under phenomenal conditions, clear skies. Temperatures drop off again for Tuesday morning, another chilly night. But what happens here is another beautiful day Tuesday, just like Monday. What happens here is you get basically a reinforcing shot of cold air here that kind of shoots down from the north. And man, check it out. You're starting to get some much cooler conditions for Wednesday morning as temperatures begin to get closer to the 30s. And I think this is when we run our risk at a freeze, and it will be just downright chilly Wednesday. It'll be under clear skies and won't even be cloudy. A lot of the state of North Carolina might be in the 40s for high temperatures, and a lot of the state in South Carolina will be in the 50s for highs. It'll feel like winter out there. It'll definitely start to get you in a holiday spirit. But then we drop down into Thursday morning, and Thursday morning especially, I really do think areas that have not hit freezing in the state of South Carolina, Wednesday or Thursday morning, they might do it for sure. I know a lot of areas have already hit below freezing. Actually, at my spot, the lowest I've hit is 32.7, which technically is not freezing if you round it. So, chilly week, very seasonal November-like week. Maybe a tick below average, but we get into the weekend and it starts to warm up a little bit, but still just beautiful weather. I'll tell you that. So I want to talk about today a little bit because I think the winds, if you did any yard work like I did, and you know, it's crazy, as much as I'm into the weather, I didn't think about this until I was about done, but I did a lot of yard work yesterday and blowing leaves, but I should have waited. I should have just waited till, because I have a day off this week, I should have just waited to do it this week, but looks like some high winds are really going to work into the area ahead of the cold front today. And check it out, these greens and stuff. These are winds, possibly wind gusts above 20 to maybe as much as 30 miles per hour as a wind surge ahead of this cold front. This is what happens when you get sharp cold fronts here in the fall and even in the spring and any time. Normally you get a lot of high winds right before it, and with leaves that are still hanging on the trees, and there's a lot of them. Leaves are going to be flying around this afternoon. It's going to kind of look like a fall day, if you will, as you're just out and about. But obviously tonight, once the cold front clears, winds begin to clear. But definitely a breezy day today. That's for sure. So just another look at this sharp cold front. And, you know, here it comes moving through. But I want to go over this. This is the GFS, and this is this is like a 15-day outlook here. So obviously, if you see this range right here, it gets a little inaccurate. But definitely this 7-day range right here is probably pretty accurate. But I'm going to go through a couple major cities here in the state of South Carolina here and check it out. You know, today temperatures surge, and this is Florence. But then they just drop off and it gets downright chilly this midweek. Then they kind of rebound, and maybe another cold front knocks us down again here. Charleston, a little warmer obviously near the coast, more south, but still beautiful fall weather. I don't know, this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I don't know if y'all can see the days down here, but even in Charleston, Wednesday, just a chilly day, highs in the 50s. I think this is going to be really one of our more chillier days of the season so far. Columbia will be cold too. Now, I know it only says 39 degrees here for Thursday morning. But I'm telling you right now, guys, I think that we're going to get much colder than that, especially areas who live out in the country and things like that. And out there in the Greenville-Spartanburg area, you know, much colder for these low temperatures, but the high temperatures is probably really close. So that's about it, guys. You know, it's going to be a very November-like week weather-wise, and it's not going to be anything like last week. So that's all I got. Y'all have an awesome Sunday, and look forward to an awesome week of weather. Y'all have a blessed one.